Yo, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Lycan Studios. So today we have another Game of Thrones Season 8 spoiler video. But first I would just like to clarify something from yesterday's video. So I was reading straight from Watchers on the Wall when I read that Willa was going to be a new character. A lot of people ended up saying that this was Jon's wet nurse, or this was the girl that basically Ned tells Robert that he was with. So I was kind of like, crap, I completely forgot about that. I was just reading through the article and I guess it just slipped my mind and basically I suck. But I was actually rereading the article from Watchers on the Wall and it basically says that this Willa is going to be spelled W-I-L-L-A, whereas the Willa that was mentioned as Jon's mother or possible mother was actually W-Y-L-L-A. So I'm not too sure if maybe they just got something a little mixed up, or if this is just going to be a completely new character. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. But anyways, real quick before we get into the main topic of the video, which I'm sure you guys already seen in the title, we're going to be talking about some more spoilers with King's Landing. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. I asked for 100 likes and we're already at 170. Like, that is completely insane. It blows my mind. I actually had 2 people commenting on the video saying, man, you shouldn't be asking for likes. One person was joking, but one seemed to be like a douchebag. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? I'm gonna keep doing it because I asked for likes in one video and it completely was blown out of the water. I've never gotten that many likes on a Game of Thrones video, so we're gonna be shooting for 150 this video. I really appreciate all of you guys watching. It really pumps me up seeing like all the likes and stuff like that, all the comments. It's fantastic. Also, and today's shout out of the video goes to Jacqueline. So yesterday I did a couple shout outs for people who have been commenting and liking on all my videos. Well, Jacqueline has been doing it also. So I just wanted to say thank you very much. And in tomorrow's video, we'll feature someone else. So now that we got all of that out of the way, today's news actually comes from the Lycan Studios set portraying King's Landing. So you guys know that I've been covering this quite a bit, just the more advances and stuff they make with that set. I've been kind of just throwing it in every single video. Well, today it looks like a lot of news kind of just broke from it. If you guys are the type that actually just listens to this video and, you know, don't really watch it, definitely make sure to peep the screen because I'm going to be putting up all kinds of pictures of this set. So what we know right now is that Kit Harington has been spotted in King's Landing, or on the King's Landing set, along with Cersei. So we're basically thinking that somehow Jon Snow is going to arrive in King's Landing, and it's looking like possibly around episode 4, because there may be a big battle at King's Landing in episode 5, due to Miguel Sapochnik being the director. Then of course we also have the other supporting data, such as Daenerys having the vision that snow is falling on the king's throne, as well as this huge set that's being built in Lycan Studios. Like, a lot of people are thinking they're building it just so they can kind of tear it down, whether that be by just a war going on or dragonfire. So today basically news has broke and pictures have been released that this set is pretty much the biggest that they have ever made for Game of Thrones, and it also has the most like intensive detail. In one of my last videos, I showed you guys the beginning of 2 towers that look like it would come together at a gate. The pictures were taken from kind of far, like a far distance, so we couldn't really tell what exactly was going on, but now they've pretty much got pictures that are just like right up on it. You can see all the details in the wall and how killer it looks, as well as the fact that there is a big hole in the wall. And of course, no gate. So I would say that this pretty much proves 100% that King's Landing is going to be sacked. I'm not too sure if it's going to be by the Night King, if it's going to be Daenerys and Jon just marching to King's Landing after they've defeated the Night King. I'm not too sure. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But I would say it's going to be humans versus the Night King. I'm going to now read this other piece from Watchers on the Wall that basically kind of just shows some more deductions that they've made from these pictures. So they're saying that other deductions can be made from these pictures. Inside the set, only the facades of the city buildings are being built, as usual, because they are just for show, not meant to be entered into, unlike the city walls. However, in this case, they are building up to the roofs, including elaborate roof tilings. You can take a closer look in these photos, which I'll post on the screen. Now, I'm sure most of you guys kind of already can deduct what that means. There's going to be a lot of aerial shots, which means dragons. I'm going to go ahead and continue reading on just so I can kind of explain it in more of like an elaborate detail. It says, this may seem normal, but it just isn't. Since these buildings are quite tall, most normal shots wouldn't capture the roofs, so usually no one would bother to build them. Only what's necessary is constructed and then enhanced with visual effects in the rare shots that go beyond the real sets. For example, until this year, the Winterfell set didn't actually include any of the castle's iconic towers. Only some of their walls were built. The fact that these towers were recreated for Season 8 meant that they were planning highly elaborate sequences, and the same can be said here. What I'm saying is, expect lots of aerial shots. Of course, that matches rather well with what we know of this sequence. and I think they're talking about possibly the map room where Cersei looks up and sees a dragon. So I basically have to say I'm sold that King's Landing is going to be attacked. I think it was pretty obvious before, but now we have like solid proof. I'm not too sure, but I would have to say that it's going to be the Night King's army marching to King's Landing. I feel like they're going to defeat Jon and the heroes in Winterfell. Winterfell will fall and they'll flee to King's Landing where they'll meet up with Cersei and hopefully, you know, strike a deal where they can work together to defeat the Night King. Cersei's probably going to do something crazy, Jaime's going to kill her, and then we're going to have the battle. So part of the theory on my last video was actually that the Night King will basically say forget his army at Winterfell, he'll kind of just let him get defeated, and he will move on to King's Landing in order to basically create a gigantic army. They could tie this in pretty well. I mean, they could have Cersei in the map room and look up and actually see, you know, Viserion and the Night King. That would be crazy, but I feel like this is going to be an extremely long shot. So far, basically what we know about the Night King is that he is just kind of moving in a wave, just taking over everything as he moves south. I don't really feel like they could really portray him as a strategist now and just have him completely make this huge move where he forgets about most of his army just to go to King's Landing to create a bigger one. It would be a very good strategic move, but like I said, he's kind of just about destruction right now, it seems like. I don't really think he's like a battle commander, you know what I mean? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's pretty much all the news we have to talk about today. I'm going to work on another video for tomorrow. That way I don't have to worry about coming home from work and having one up, because I would like to keep my uploads around 2:30, 3 o'clock. I promise you guys, eventually I will have a pretty decent schedule down. That way you guys will know when to expect my videos. But anyways, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely follow us on Twitter by checking the description below. If you get on there, follow us and send us a DM, we will actually follow you back. So make sure to do that if you want to follow. And we'll see you guys in that next video. This has been Lycan Studios. Peace.